welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So today I just wanted to talk about putting all of your eggs in one basket. And before that, I just hope that you all had a very Merry Christmas. I did. Spent a good time with my family. I hope that you all got to spend some time with your family and friends as well. And I hope that you got everything that you wanted, and even just spiritually resting, whatever it was. You don't necessarily have to get gifts, but if that's what you did, or whatever you got, I hope that you enjoyed it. Whatever you got to do, I hope that it was beautiful and fun for you. And I just hope that, you know, this Christmas just brought you all back together. Got some closeness with the family, got some closeness with your friends, and closeness with your higher being. And yeah, I just hope that you all had a wonderful Christmas. So, putting all your eggs in one basket. So, to me, there's a lot of different ways you can look at it, but we're just going to focus on you being the eggs, all of your energy, all of your talents, all of your love, all of who you are. We're going to say that all of that is your eggs. So, putting all your eggs in one basket. All right, so that can go for friendships, relationships, romantic ships, family, kids, whatever. I mean, how many of you have done it? I've done it. I can be honest and say I've done it, and I still struggle with that because I'm the type of person that's like, when I show up, when I put myself into something, when I say I'm with this, or I'm with you, or I'm doing this job, or whatever it is, I want to give my all. But is that good? No, it's not necessarily good. It doesn't make it bad either, but that's where we fall into that trap of putting all of your eggs, all of yourself into one basket. And that basket may have holes in it. That basket may not be the basket for you, but you're pouring and constantly putting yourself and all of your eggs and all of your energy into this one thing that may not be good for you. Then what are you going to do? At the end of the day, you're losing yourself and wasting time because you're just focused so heavily on this one thing. It has to work because you want it to work, or because you want to show up as your best. You want to give it your best, so it needs to appreciate you. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's going to happen. It doesn't mean that just because you're showing up and you're giving and you're pouring into something that it's going to give back to you and pour into you. A lot of times people get taken advantage of that way. When you're dating, for example, if someone knows that you're just focused on them, you're just giving to them, you're just loving on them, you're just wanting them, they're going to take advantage of it, especially if they're not really at that same place, but you're making them feel good. You're feeding their ego. You're feeling that seat of loneliness for them. So of course they're going to take it. No one's going to push away something good. If you're treating me good, you're spending time with me, you're giving me things, you're taking me on trips, or whatever it is that you may be doing, even if I don't like you like that, or even if I don't even want to be your friend. But if you keep on pouring into me, keep on pushing and pushing and, you know, trying to be this ultimate, you know, person in my life, putting all your eggs in my basket, you know, it's only a matter of time before it's going to start to come across like desperation and you not seeing your worth. And unfortunately, human nature, me as that person who's just taking, it's going to continue to do so, because you're basically saying that this is my basket, I am your basket, and you're going to put all your eggs, all of your energy into me regardless. So let's not do that. We're going into 2022. Let's not just put all our eggs in one basket. Like, if you're dating somebody, it's okay to date multiple people. And if you're the type of person who don't trust yourself, like maybe you're afraid that, you know, you're going to fall for the wrong person, you don't know how to make that decision, you don't know how to use discernment on who's for you and who's not, or if you're the kind of person who believe in, you know, being sexual when you're just dating people, then maybe you should not, you know, date multiple people, because you don't want to spread yourself thin, you know what I'm saying? But you do want to find a way to have a healthy balance to say, okay, I'm going to give this person an X amount of time, and then if I don't see this growing into anything, I'm going to leave it alone. You know, some of us, you know, we're busy. Like myself, you know, I'm a mom and I'm working. I'm trying to reach goals out here. I don't have time to be dating him, and him. You know what I'm saying? So I tend to do that. Like I said, putting all your eggs in one basket, because it's like one extreme to the next. It's either I don't put no eggs in your basket, or I'm putting too much in your basket, and then I'm stuck like, what's going on? Like, if that, like I said, that basket that holds in it, it's not the basket for me, then what? You know, and blessingly, you know, I'm not giving myself physically to someone, but there are people who are, and I know like that's really hard to break it. It's hard to break soul ties. So when you're emotionally bound and soul tied to somebody, it's only a matter of time before you just feel like you can't let it go. And what if that's not the person for you? What if that's not the thing for you? What if you're trying to work a job, you're trying to force yourself to fit into a job that's not for you? Then what? Then the job that is for you is never going to get you, because you're burning yourself out trying to overwork yourself at a job that's not compensating you for it. Who doesn't care? But then here's another job. If you were to use wisdom and discernment, and if you were to go to your higher power and ask, where am I supposed to be? Is this a job for me? Is this the person for me? Is this the friend for me? You know, if we were to keep them in our situations, we can avoid putting all our eggs in one basket, because you won't be wasting time. You don't know, okay, this is not the right person for me. This is not the people I should be hanging with. This is not the job I should be working. But, you know, a lot of us don't do that. We don't include God and our higher powers into the things that we're doing every day. I mean, certain things, yes, but when it comes to personal things, relationships, jobs, careers, all that kind of stuff, a lot of us don't like to get down on our hands and knees or just go, you know, into the presence of our higher power and say, what do you have for me to do? What would you like for me to do in this situation? Where would you like for me to go? We don't like to do that. I mean, I don't know why we do that, you know, but we do. And it's like, no, I can handle this, but you just handle me getting up safely, me leaving my house and getting back home safely. You handle me being able to pay my bills, but I'm going to handle all my relationships. And that's where we fall short. And that's what we're struggling. And we put all our eggs, all of ourselves, into one basket that is not good for us, that's not healthy for us, that we, unfortunately, you know, once we do that, there's no coming back from it. You know, so just at this point, going into 2022, I want you all to just think about this. Think about it this way. When you're in a situation, whatever it is, whatever type of relationship it is, whatever type of commitment it is, when you're in that type of situation and you feel like you're getting depleted, you feel like you're giving and giving, but you're not getting back what you know that you deserve, what you know that you want, you need to walk away from it. You don't have to continue to pour into it. Oh, we've been together 2 or 3 years. Oh, I've been at this job 5 years. Oh, I've been friends with this person for 10 years. That don't matter. What matters is you only have one life to live. One. And because of that, you need to live it to your best, the absolute best that you can live it. You need to make sure that you're happy. You need to make sure you have joy. You need to make sure that you're not settling. Because a lot of times when you're putting all your eggs in one basket, if we want to be honest with ourselves and we look back over what we're putting all our eggs into, we do realize we are settling to some degree. We're not happy. We're not completely happy, but we're just dealing with it. We're going through the motions because we've been with it for so long. We've been doing it for so long. We don't want to change. Human beings don't like change. I get it. But when you're just wasting so much energy and time, just pouring into something that's not pouring back into you, that's when you're putting yourself into something that's not putting itself back into you, that's not helping you improve in any type of way, that's not helping you grow, that's not bringing happiness to you, that's not, you know, giving you what you ultimately want, then you're wasting your time. And time is something you can't get back. You know that. So y'all let me know what you think about that. That's just my little spill on it, on putting all your eggs in one basket. We have to stop that. Going into 2022, we need to be able to say I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. Even if I'm working at a job, if I feel the slightest bit unhappy, or if I feel like I'm not getting fully what I want out of this job, I'm going to continue to look. I'll work this job, but I'm going to continue to look for something else that may be more fulfilling for me. Or if you're dating somebody, you know, like I said, and you feel like it's not going anywhere, I'm going to let this go, because I know in the long run, this person does not want what I want. If you're friends with somebody and the friendship is starting to sour, you need to get to the point where you say, you know what, this friendship has run its course. I'm not happy. We want two different things out of life. You're going one way, I'm going the other way. You know, I can't force you to change, and I don't want you to force me to change. So it's best that we just end this friendship while we're still on good terms. And that's the same for a relationship. Think that same way. Stop holding on to stuff and stop putting energy into something just because of time, or just because you really like somebody, or just because you really like the job, or just because it's more convenient for you, you're comfortable. Stop. We got to make some New Year's resolutions, and we need to stick by them. You deserve better than that. So you let me know what you think. Like I said, I'm not judging you. I do that. I still struggle with putting all my eggs in one basket, but I'm learning to take some of my energy back, because people and things are not deserving of all of you. If it's not giving back to you what you're needing, what you're wanting, you're wasting your time, and that's something you cannot give back. That's the most expensive thing you can give, something, your time. So y'all let me know what you think, and we will talk about it. Drop in the comments box below. We'll keep the conversation going. Let us know what you think. Until next time. Bye.